America's best-selling truck didn't earn that title by accident, and it certainly didn't earn it evenly. The Ford F-150 has dominated sales charts for decades, sometimes topping 700,000 units a year, building a reputation for strength and durability. Yet hidden within that legacy are model years that turned reliable workhorses into expensive mistakes. Which F-150s are built to last, and which ones can drain your wallet fast? Let's start with the years to think twice about, years to avoid. Number 5. 2010 to 2011 Ford F-150, the shifting headache. By 2010, the 12th generation F-150 had already proven itself as a comfortable and capable full-size pickup, offering improved interiors, better ride quality, and a strong lineup of engines. On paper, these trucks seemed like a safe bet. In reality, they carried a cluster of problems that made ownership more frustrating than it needed to be. Transmission complaints sit at the center of the issue. Many 2010 and 2011 models equipped with the 6-speed automatic developed harsh or delayed shifting, especially during cold starts. Owners reported sudden jerks between gears, hesitation when accelerating onto highways, and inconsistent downshifts that made the truck feel confused under load. In colder climates, where fluid viscosity changes more dramatically, these issues became even more noticeable. Some cases were traced to faulty shift solenoids, worn valve bodies, or torque converter problems. While software updates helped certain trucks, others required rebuilds that could exceed $3,000 to $4,000 depending on severity. Then came one of the strangest complaints in F-150 history. Super Crew models from these years experienced spontaneous rear window shattering during cold weather. Drivers described hearing a loud pop, followed by the rear glass collapsing without warning. Investigations pointed toward overheating in the rear defroster system, particularly around the window edges. While not every truck experienced this, the pattern was consistent enough to raise safety concerns in winter regions. Oil leaks also became common conversation points. Valve cover gaskets and oil pans showed seepage earlier than expected, and while an oil leak may not sound catastrophic, neglecting it leads to long-term engine wear. Add intermittent electrical glitches affecting infotainment systems and climate controls, and these trucks began to feel less solid than their reputation suggested. Number 4, 2013 Ford F-150, the brake risk. The 2013 model year stands out sharply within the 12th generation, not because it lacked power, but because it attracted an unusually high number of owner complaints and safety concerns. This was a year where capability remained strong, but reliability cracks became harder to ignore. Brake system failures are the defining issue here. Reports surfaced of brake master cylinders leaking fluid into the brake booster, gradually reducing braking pressure. Some drivers experienced sudden increases in stopping distance, while others described moments where the brake pedal felt soft and unresponsive. In worst-case scenarios, there was a loss of front braking power. Service bulletins were issued, but not every truck received permanent repairs before warranties expired. Transmission behavior added to the tension. Drivers of 2013 models equipped with the 6-speed automatic reported rough shifting, gear slippage, and occasional unexpected downshifting at highway speeds. An unexpected downshift in a 5,000-pound pickup traveling at 70 miles per hour is not an inconvenience. It is a safety concern. According to complaint databases and NHTSA filings, the 2013 F-150 consistently ranks near the top for reported issues within its generation. When brake reliability becomes a question mark in a full-size truck designed for towing and hauling, that alone is enough reason to proceed carefully. Number 3, 2015 to 2016 Ford F-150, innovation with growing pains. The 13th generation arrived in 2015 with one of the boldest decisions in truck history, an aluminum body replacing traditional steel panels. The weight savings were significant, up to 700 pounds lighter depending on configuration, improving fuel economy and payload capacity. It was a technological leap forward, and it paid off long term. But the first 2 years of this new era were not without complications. Brake system recalls quickly became headline material. A faulty brake master cylinder could leak fluid into the brake booster, reducing front brake effectiveness and increasing stopping distances. In extreme cases, drivers experienced near-total loss of front braking power. Recalls addressed the issue, but buyers today must verify completion with documentation rather than assumption. Door latch failures created another unexpected problem. In cold or humid conditions, doors sometimes failed to latch securely or even opened while driving. For a truck heavily used in harsh winters, particularly across Canada and northern U.S. states, this was not a minor inconvenience. Multiple recalls attempted to resolve the issue, yet stories of doors failing to close in freezing temperatures lingered. Transmission complaints persisted as well. The 6-speed automatic introduced new calibration strategies for improved efficiency, but early software tuning caused rough shifts and hesitation. Some trucks required reprogramming, others needed deeper mechanical work. These trucks represent a turning point in F-150 history. The aluminum body would later prove durable and corrosion-resistant, but in 2015 and 2016, the transition period carried enough recalls and drivability concerns that cautious buyers should approach with paperwork in hand and a thorough inspection completed. Number 2, 2004 to 2006 Ford F-150, the spark plug nightmare. When the 11th generation F-150 debuted in 2004, it brought bold styling, a fully boxed frame for improved rigidity, and upgraded interiors that made the truck feel more refined than ever before. Sales were strong, enthusiasm was high, but underneath that fresh redesign sat one of the most infamous engine issues in modern truck history. The 5.4-liter Triton V8 became the source of widespread frustration. Its spark plug design featured a two-piece construction that often seized inside the cylinder head. During routine maintenance, spark plugs would break during removal, leaving the lower portion stuck inside the head. Extraction required specialized tools, extended labor, and sometimes cylinder head removal. Repair bills frequently exceeded $1,000 to $2,000 for what should have been basic maintenance. Even worse, some plugs didn't wait to be removed. They ejected under load, stripping threads from the aluminum head and damaging ignition coils. Drivers reported sudden misfires, loud pops from the engine bay, and immediate loss of power. Transmission failures added to the burden. Many owners experienced slipping, harsh shifting, or complete transmission loss well before 160,000 kilometers. Rebuild costs regularly climbed into the $3,000 to $4,000 range. Cam phaser noise became another hallmark of this era. A loud ticking or knocking from the variable cam timing system signaled wear that often required extensive engine work. Add corrosion issues on fuel tank straps and undercarriage components in salt-heavy regions, and the total ownership risk grows significantly. Number 1, 2005 Ford F-150, the perfect storm. While 2004 and 2006 were deeply problematic, 2005 stands out as the convergence point of multiple reliability failures occurring at once. The 5.4-liter Triton V8 continued suffering from spark plug breakage and ejection issues. Coil packs failed with frustrating frequency. Cam phaser problems grew louder and more common as mileage climbed. Fuel injection irregularities caused rough idling and hesitation. Transmission complaints remained widespread. Drivers described rough engagement into drive, delayed shifts, and sudden loss of gears. For many owners, repair costs exceeded the truck's resale value by the time issues appeared. Exhaust manifold studs frequently snapped due to heat cycling, causing ticking sounds on cold starts and expensive repair labor. Brake system wear proved premature. Electrical gremlins appeared sporadically. This was not a single defect. It was a combination of vulnerabilities stacking on top of one another, creating a truck that demanded constant vigilance. For buyers in today's used market, a 2005 F-150 with unresolved engine or transmission issues can quickly become a financial sinkhole. Now that the caution signs are clearly posted, it's time to shift focus toward the model years that restored confidence, strengthened durability, and proved why the Ford F-150 continues to dominate full-size truck sales across North America. Years to buy. Number 5, 2012 Ford F-150, the EcoBoost breakthrough. By 2012, Ford had refined the 12th generation into one of the most balanced trucks on the road. This was the year the 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6 truly proved itself. Producing 365 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, it delivered V8-level performance while improving fuel economy compared to the outgoing 5.4-liter Triton. Early EcoBoost models from 2011 experienced occasional intercooler condensation issues that caused hesitation under heavy throttle, but by 2012, Ford had implemented software updates and design tweaks that significantly reduced the problem. Reliability scores improved, and towing capability remained impressive, reaching up to 11,300 pounds when properly equipped. The 5.0-liter Coyote V8 was another highlight. Borrowed from Ford's performance lineup and adapted for truck duty, this engine offered strong linear power and fewer long-term reliability complaints compared to the older Triton engines. Many examples have surpassed 250,000 kilometers with routine maintenance. Interior refinement improved as well. Higher trim models featured upgraded materials, available heated and cooled seats, and Ford's Sync infotainment system, which, while not flawless, added modern convenience without overwhelming the truck with fragile electronics. Number 4, 2014 Ford F-150, the polished send-off. Closing out the 12th generation, the 2014 F-150 stands as one of the most refined trucks of its era. By this point, Ford had years to smooth out earlier transmission calibrations, address EcoBoost concerns, and improve overall build quality. The engine lineup offered three strong choices: the dependable 3.7-liter V6, the muscular 5-liter V8, and the proven 3.5-liter EcoBoost Vi6. Each engine had matured through years of updates, and widespread catastrophic complaints were far less common than in earlier cycles. Towing capacity remained competitive, topping 11,000 pounds in certain configurations, while ride comfort improved thanks to suspension tuning refinements. Interior materials saw noticeable upgrades compared to earlier 12th generation models, and available features such as rear-view cameras and advanced trailer sway control made daily use more practical. Owner complaint data shows a decline in serious powertrain issues compared to 2013, particularly regarding brake system reliability. For buyers wanting a traditional steel body F-150 before the aluminum shift of 2015, the 2014 model represents the most mature and dependable version of that formula. Number 3, 2018 to 2019, Ford F-150. The aluminum era refined. When Ford switched to an aluminum body in 2015, it was a bold engineering gamble. By 2018 and 2019, that gamble had paid off. The aluminum panels reduced weight by hundreds of pounds, improving fuel economy and corrosion resistance, particularly valuable in provinces and states where road salt eats away at steel frames. Owners in harsh winter climates reported significantly less body rust compared to older generations. The 2018 refresh introduced a revised engine lineup and the 10-speed automatic transmission co-developed with General Motors. Early versions of this transmission in some applications faced calibration complaints, but by 2018, Ford had improved shift logic, delivering smoother acceleration and better highway efficiency. Engine options ranged from the efficient 2.7-liter EcoBoost Vi6 to the powerful 3.5-liter EcoBoost, producing up to 450 horsepower in high-output trims. The 5-liter V8 continued to provide traditional truck sound and feel, while the newly introduced 3.0-liter Power-Stroke diesel in 2018 catered to long-distance drivers seeking fuel efficiency and torque. Technology advanced significantly during these years. Sync 3 infotainment offered faster response times and compatibility with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Advanced safety features such as blind spot monitoring with trailer coverage added modern convenience without sacrificing durability. For many buyers, 2018 and 2019 strike the sweet spot between proven reliability and contemporary features. Number 2, 2020 Ford F-150. The peak of the 13th generation. If there is one model year that represents the culmination of Ford's aluminum era before the next redesign, it is 2020. By this point, the 10-speed automatic had matured, EcoBoost engines were well understood, and widespread recall issues from earlier years had largely been resolved. While minor complaints surfaced, including windshield wiper motor concerns and occasional electrical glitches, recall campaigns addressed most of them promptly. The 2020 F-150 made advanced safety technology more accessible, offering features like blind spot monitoring, lane keeping assist, and forward collision warning across more trims. Reliability ratings consistently rank higher than the problematic mid-2000s trucks. Towing capacity remained among the best in class, exceeding 13,000 pounds in properly equipped models with the 3.5-liter EcoBoost. Payload ratings also stayed competitive, reinforcing the truck's work-ready identity. Many analysts and long-term owners consider 2020 the most complete version of the 13th generation, combining years of mechanical refinement with modern technology and strong reliability data. It feels confident rather than experimental, solid rather than transitional. Number 1, 2021 to 2023, Ford F-150, the modern benchmark. The 14th generation arrived in 2021 with evolutionary styling but substantial under-the-surface upgrades. The fully boxed, high-strength steel frame carried over, but suspension tuning improved ride comfort without compromising payload strength. A new hybrid option, pairing the 3.5-liter EcoBoost with an electric motor, produced 430 horsepower and 570 pound-feet of torque, making it one of the most powerful F-150s ever built while delivering impressive fuel economy for a full-size truck. ProPower onboard transformed the truck into a mobile generator capable of producing up to 7.2 kilowatts of exportable power, a feature embraced by contractors and outdoor enthusiasts alike. Sync 4 infotainment introduced over-the-air updates, larger touchscreens, and improved responsiveness. The 10-speed transmission received further refinements, delivering smoother shifts and better long-term durability. Early reliability data for 2021 through 2023 indicates far fewer systemic powertrain complaints compared to the mid-2000s and early aluminum years. While no modern truck is immune to isolated issues, the frequency of widespread catastrophic defects appears significantly reduced. These trucks feel like the result of decades of lessons learned. The mistakes of the spark plug era, the calibration missteps of early 10 speeds, the brake recall controversies, all of it seems to have informed a more mature approach to engineering. The Ford F-150 story is not one of perfection. It is a story of evolution. The difference between a dependable F-150 and a draining one often comes down to a single model year. That year determines whether the truck becomes a trusted partner for a decade or a series of repair invoices stacked in a glove box. If this breakdown helped narrow your search or saved you from a costly mistake, subscribe to Ride Check and make sure you watch the next one.